A few good reasons why I wanted to go to China. When you take in 1 in 5 people on the planet is Chinese. Then you take in world's biggest manufacturer, world's biggest exporter, world's fastest growing economy. I think it needs to be sussed out. I'm the man to go have a look.
This will be a unique view of the world's most populous country. Professional mechanic and amateur explorer Guy Martin is on a 5,000-mile mission to find out how China works.
Look at that! That is a tricky bus.
The daredevil racer will also take on a daunting challenge, the fastest ever crossing by bicycle of a vast wilderness known as the Desert of Death.
We're seeing the setting sun tomorrow. We've done something wrong.
This time, in the first leg of his trip, Guy will find out what makes this record-breaking economy tick.
This is bloody impressive.
By travelling from China's fastest-growing city
30-odd million people living here. Ni hao. You all right, mate?
to the world's biggest port.
Could not be any more exciting. Look at it.
He'll work alongside some of the country's grafters.
Sorry.
He'll visit the remote farming communities who've never seen foreigners before.
Ni hao.
And eat the food they fertilize with human excrement.
Bloody lovely. Shame.
All while under the watchful eye of a government minder.
I'll definitely need to find out the Chinese word for sorry.
Guy's journey starts in Chongqing, one of the fastest growing cities in the world. Situated where the brown Yangtze River meets the green waters of the Jialing, this unheard of metropolis has a population 4 times bigger than London and is constantly blanketed in a combination of mountain mist and pollution.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? A bit murky. Hey, but we're here. Got the same gang that we always have. A few extras. Chang and Lee, they're going to make our job a bit easier, going to do a bit of translating for us. Yeah, none of us here can bluff our way through with Chinese. Definitely not.
And as per the rules of China's state-controlled media, Guy's team must also be accompanied by a representative of the Communist Party government.
Mr. Jew, he's a government observer? Helper. Just a helper, right. Mr. Jew, helper. Right, well, thank you very much. It's appreciated. It's appreciated. I'm looking forward to it. I'm just looking forward to a bit of an adventure.
Guy's going to learn about the world's biggest manufacturer from the shop floor. By making something which Chongqing is famous for. His lifelong passion, a motorcycle.
Now, Mr. Lee, are we okay to have a look? I think we're okay. I think we're okay.
The Chongqing Science and Technology Company is one of the 100 motorcycle factories and 1,000 parts suppliers in this area, and is owned by Li Yang.
Hey, Mr. Lee, what's he listening for? Just testing the engines, yeah? He's done that before. How many people work here?
60多个吧。
60. And do the people here, do they work 7 days a week?
8个小时吧，工作6天嘛，一个星期。
Right. China is the biggest motorcycle manufacturer anywhere in the world. Chongqing manufacture 40% of China's motorcycles.
The whole of Europe produces 1 million motorbikes a year. This region of China alone makes 12 million, of both the 2- and 1-wheeled variety.
That is a tricky bus.
Bloody hell.
You've always just think these places in China just being big factories full of machines just turfing stuff out. But it's not like that, is it? It is just manpower. I just found fascinating. This man's not a messer.
Today, the factory has a new employee.
Oh, for me?
Please.
Thank you. Thank you. Top man. Thank you very much.
It's time for Guy to assemble his very own made-in-China motorcycle.
Ni hao.
合作愉快。
I'm Guy. Ni hao. I'm Guy. Nice to meet you, mate. Right, show me where you want me.
Let's go.
So, yeah.
Do it.
In the 1980s, China began growing its economy by exporting basic textiles and cheap consumer goods.
锤子。
Yeah, hammer. I know it's hammer. That's the toy eater.
Today, the economic plan is to produce higher value, more sophisticated products.
Ah, good man. Thank you.
内六角。
Lei Neo Jiao.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Ah,
5,
six.
6.
Lea Neo Jiao. That's something to do with six sides Allen key.
Like this.
And so the motorcycle Guy is assembling is electric and uses a 48-volt battery.
Go.
Okay.
Good.
The voltage of the fully charged battery should be within the range of 53.5, 40, 54.6 volts if out of range, and it's the local dealer maintenance station to check. 250 newton meters of torque. How long have you worked here?
6 years.
6 years.
6 years. 六年.
No. Yeah, like the Allen key. Do you like it?
Yes.
You like?
Yeah.
Jiang Wei. Yeah, nice lad. Hey, let's be honest, he could speak better English than I could Chinese.
My boss is a very good man.
Good man, yes. He's been out of university 4 years, studied electronics. What do you see yourself doing in 5 years?
I own my factory.
You want to own the factory in 5 years?
Yeah.
Yeah, good man. Hey, let's be honest, staff all seem happy, don't they? There's no whips being cracked, it's just a steady away. Whether that's just for us, I don't know. We've got our government fixer along, so we only get to see the good things. We're not allowed to see heads rolling, but we'll find some later on, won't we? We'll find some.
Guy's building a Pantera S1 Environmental, the most popular bike the factory makes. It sells across Europe, Canada and Israel for around £1,200.
I'd say it is worth 1,200 quid. Headlight, indicators, brake lights, Bluetooth.
Bluetooth device is ready to pair.
I ain't got a Bluetooth device, I'm sorry. You could have ABBA blaring out.
Bluetooth connected.
Listen to that. I just have the shipping forecast. Who would you have blaring out? The Chemical Brothers.
The factory produces 100 bikes a day, and after an hour, Guy's is ready to ride.
Mr. Lee. Good work, mate. Jiang Wei, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much. Top man. Cheers. Right on, cowboy. She's a flyer, mate. She's 2 speed.
The Pantera has a range of 40 miles and a top speed of 28 miles per hour. It's enough to impress Guy's fellow commuters.
All right, mate. How's it going? You like electric bike, mate? Yeah? It's not very fast, though. Only does 45, maximum 45 kilometres an hour. Not so fast. 41 we're doing there. 42 we're doing.
And this e-bike has a unique party trick. It folds up. The first day of Guy Martin's Chinese adventure is over, and now equipped with transport, he's ready to explore.
All right, mate. How's it going? Good man.
Guy Martin is in China.
Ni hao. How's it going, mate?
He's going to find out more about the modern-day workshop of the world and has started his journey in one of the country's latest megacities, Chongqing.
Ni hao. You all right, mate? Look, this is a land wing. Fake Land Rover. 50% of the world's fake goods come from China.
The whole area is home to 30 million people,
What's happening, mate?
and yet it's only China's 7th biggest city.
All right, mate.
That huge population means a huge workforce. The pavements are so full that the porters, synonymous with the city, often take to the roads,
Ni hao.
adding to the traffic jams.
No one's bothered, though, are they? There might be a bit more.
The so-called Bang Bang Army, named after the Bangzi bamboo pole they balance across the shoulders, kept the city's trade moving for years. Guy is on his way to find out more about how China uses its labourers. A shortcut through a building site beats the traffic and takes him to the first dock, built on the Yangtze River,
Ni hao.
Chaosheng Gate. This is where the Bang Bangs originally worked. At their peak in the 1990s, 100,000 would haul cargo from trade ships up to the homes and businesses in the hills above, using nothing but brute strength and stamina. Today, modern courier services delivering to online shoppers are taking over. But the Bang Bangs still represent how China can rely on manual labour to solve any problem.
They're piling down to do soil samples. Like you can see, you've got to look down there, those lumps like turds. They're on about putting a posh fountain at the top, and they want to make sure this area here is stable enough to take the weight of the fountain. Fair play.
The Bang Bangs still use pure muscle when it comes to moving their equipment. While government minder Mr. Jew looks on, Guy can't resist helping lift a few loads.
I'm gonna have a go. I don't know how we'll get on. It's bloody heavy. Come on. Thank you.
With nothing but a coconut mat to protect his shoulders, Guy helps lift the 200-kilogram pile driver engine. The Bang Bangs plod forward, making the loads look easy to handle. They're not.
Oh, sorry. We put this on there. Not messing about, was it? Yeah, going. Heavy lifting. They weren't crying about it, was it? Good lads. Okay. Heavy bastard. Sorry. I think he was grunting as much as I was. What time did you start this morning?
7点，
7 o'clock. What time are you working till?
也基本上7点钟下班，
7, 12 hours. Good man. And how long have you been doing this job?
20多年了。
25 years. Strong man. Strong man. He knows what he's doing. Thank you for letting me have a go. Thank you.
The Bang Bangs live together in dormitories and are fueled by a diet of little more than pumpkin porridge and rice. They earn between £500 and £1,000 a month, most of which gets sent back to their families who live in the surrounding rural areas.
If he was doing that back home, you'd have like Viz and all that. They've got hard hats on, so that's all right, but you'd need ear protection because that's over 105 decibels. You'd need your specs on, your safety glasses. And then you'd need barriers on, with covers on the barrier so no one could see what you was doing. You would probably have to hire cranes in for a day to move it from there to there. That's why stuff's getting done cheaper over here. This is why this is the workshop for the world, really, isn't it? Because things happen. Things happen. What's she saying? Jobs of peach.
An unusual result of China's rapid development is just a short cruise away along the Yangtze, Asia's longest river. It's said that 1 in 12 of the planet's population live within the watershed of this 4,000-mile-long river. For the past 3 decades, China's economy has doubled in size every 8 years, and Chongqing is the fastest-growing region. As the country has advanced, it has become more outward-looking and fascinated by the West. Guy has come to Yangrangir to see the proof.
I ain't gonna get up there, am I? Oh, well, we tried.
This is Foreigner's Street. It's a Chinese interpretation of an amusement park, attempting to emulate Western society. Although in the haste to build the park, certain concepts have been lost in translation.
Doesn't make any bloody sense. Does it?
It's open 24 hours a day and is free to enter for pedestrians. The star attraction is a vast castle called Porcelain Palace.
You seen our man having a pee? According to the Guinness Book of World Records, this is... I'm trying to think of a posh way of putting it, but I'm just saying this is the biggest public bogs in the world. He's a proud little boy, isn't he? Hey? There is a bit of a whiff of poo. Well, it's not too strong, is it?
There are 1,000 loos on 4 floors, with both novelty designs and more traditional toilets.
I'm always nervous about them. I did it once in a French service station and pooed in my pants. Honestly, what do you do? That was a big one. They've seen Alton Towers or Disney World or Flamingo Land. All a bit of a rush, trying to replicate what's gone on in the West. Oh, theme parks, we need one of them. I know, it's one of the biggest bogs in the world. I know. Sort of lost the whole idea, really. Is that something to be proud of? You've got the world's biggest public loos, I don't know. If you was coming past, you'd pop in. But you don't make a beeline for it. That's going in my Lonely Planet book.
In China, newer is often deemed better than old-fashioned. Much of the original Chongqing has been demolished, with both historic buildings and more modern skyscrapers being knocked down to make room for even bigger skyscrapers. But Guy finds some traditions remain. Like the daily ritual of ballroom dancing on the pavement.
Is it normal in England? No, never see this in England. This is great. This happens all over China?
All of China.
Okay.
Yeah. So we give them the name, the dancing ant. A-U-N-T.
Ants. Yes, yeah. Ants. Yes, dancing ants.
The dancing ants like to come here to keep fit, but it's also a place to find a new partner.
I don't know, is it the English version of flashing headlights in a lay-by? I don't know. I don't know. Many a good tune played on an old fiddle. Hey, everyone looks happy. Leave them to it. Great.
Determined to explore off the beaten track, on a whim, Guy makes an unplanned addition to the itinerary.
Like yours, but a little bit longer. Come on, I'll get sit down. You know what you're doing, mate. Thank you. Cheers, mate. Oh, you're filming it. I like that. Well, he's lobbed my sides off. His hair clippers are having to earn the keep. That's thick hair, that. You see me dad? He's not bald. We're well thatched, us Martins. I do look younger, eh?
Oh, hello.
Perfect. Shay. Spot on, just what we needed. I'm happy. Thank you. Okay? Thank you, Shay. Shay. Thank you. Thank you.
Unfortunately, not everybody's a fan of Guy's surprise haircut.
Bit of a corner, out of the way of Mr. Zoo. He wasn't very happy with me getting my haircut down the back alley. That's not showing the right side of China. You know, it's not showing, you know, it's just a bit of a back street, bit dingy. Hey, I thought you made a good job. Yeah, but he doesn't reflect, you know, he doesn't want that side of China showing off to the west. So, yeah, wrists were slapped.
One area that the Chinese are proud to show off is Hongya Cave, the last remaining part of the ancient city.
You see, it's all right. Except, you know what's happened in Chongqing? It's just got bigger and bigger and bigger. 30-odd million people living here. There is no room for loveliness, not really. I mean, I'm saying the Chinese love it, but look, we've got busy scaffolding, surrounded by skyscrapers. Like lovely as all that is, that's only been there 10 years. Subway right at the top, Starbucks just below it. Hey, who are we to say this is wrong? Obviously, look, there's folks here flat out taking pictures under the waterfall and all that. Hey, it's all in the aid of development, I suppose.
It's time for Guy to move on from the city. And because small motorbikes aren't allowed to use China's motorways, he'll have to switch to four wheels.
Shay.
It marks the halfway point of his first week in China. And after a few evenings out with his crew, it's clear that the team is attracting an unusual degree of interest.
Right, hang on. Right, are we all right? Bit of covert filming here. I'm not much of a film person. But a few bits and bobs go adrift, and we just thought we'd make note of them before we get everything schnaffled, if that's the right word. We've had Aldo, he's the handyman, sorts all the transport out. He reckons his room was gone through last night, so that's a bit dodgy. What else happened? All the lads went out on the Raz last night, not on the Raz, just went out for a bit of a drink. The thirsty buggers, they can drink them, boys. They was followed out. Stu, another handyman, Stu the medic, spotted we was being followed. Yeah, we was being followed by this white car to the first road toll, which must have been, I don't know, 15 or 20 miles or so. And then Mr. Zhu this morning, I've been reading his China economics book, which has been very, very interesting. Anyway, he said, could he borrow it for a bit? I said, oh, no, I'm just reading it. He says, oh, no, I borrow, I read, I give you back. Anyway, he's borrowing it, he's reading it. And we stopped at the services. I said, oh, could I have that book back, please? I've just got a bit of reading to do. No, I keep it. So he's not letting me have it back yet. I'm sure it's dead innocent. I'm sure there's no adrift. So we'll see. So the ground. Just hope to keep an eye on it.
Guy Martin's journey to find out how China works has brought him to the countryside.
Day 5. Not a hint of a blue sky yet.
He's now 200 miles northeast of Chongqing, in Yunnan. All along the Yangtze, hundreds of new cities are being built, ready to be occupied decades in the future under the policy of mass urbanization. One practical problem is how to deal with all the human waste, for which China is turning to a recycling method popular in rural areas. This is Blue Dragon Road, and Guy has come here to discover more about night soil.
I think it's just a posh word for muck spreading.
Night soil is a fertilizer blended from animal waste and a secret ingredient, human feces.
Ni hao. Ni hao, mate. Ni hao, mate. I'm Guy. Nice to meet you. I'm in the search for some pig muck, please.
Mei Guang has lived on this pig farm all her life.
Yeah, a bit of a view, isn't there? A bit of a view. Hey.
Every day she mucks out 100 pigs to help make night soil for the rest of the village.
Lovely and clean, mate. It's nice. Lovely. Okay, thank you.
But today, Guy will work as the Fenfu,
Saving this one.
the night soil collector.
Oh, there's a bigger in here, aren't you? Come on, you mucky buggers.
它是这样的，是这样弄的。可以，干得更好，干得这样。
Can we get some more? Well, these boys want to be in. What are you doing, mate? What are you doing? You're trying to eat me shoe. What are you doing?
40 million farms in rural China use night soil,
What do you think it smells like?
and recycling human waste is becoming big business in urban areas too.
May's farm is just a scaled-down version of what happens in the big cities. Oh, sorry, mate. Sorry, mate. All the humans in Beijing alone poo 7,000 tonnes a day. It's a lot of poo. Go on, go on, go on, go on. But because the Chinese diet is mostly vegetables and what have you, the poos are very, what's the polite word? Loose. And that takes a lot more energy to incinerate it. So the Chinese are right at the cutting edge of putting it back into the food chain. She says that's all right.
In the city or on the farm, once the excrement has been collected,
In there.
就倒在这个里面啊。
it needs to be transferred into a watertight concrete pit.
Oh, aye, a bit of litter in there, mate.
The toilet plumbing feeds human waste into the same underground container.
No, I think that's human. That's off the stick there. I'm going to wipe it on my trousers. It's only a bit of poo, it won't burn you. All we're doing is getting the human poo, chucking it in a big vat, letting it ferment at 60 degrees for 10 days. That gets rid of the harmful bacteria. Jobs are good. So then we pour it in up there, where you just saw us pour it in, and there's a, like, what are we, about 6 foot lower? And it all ends up in here. So come have a look, please. Shay. Oh, yeah, fighter. Now we're talking.
All that remains is to spread the manure on your crops
这样跟它晕。
and try to avoid splashback.
Oh, look at that. Oh, that's beautiful.
可以。
The nitrogen-rich mix is said to increase not just the yield of the crops, but also the flavour. There's only one way for Guy to find out if that's true.
Sweet potato leaves we're picking here, and we're going to go and cook them.
After just a few seconds in a hot wok, the leaves, fertilised with a mix of pig and human poo, are ready to eat.
人回点大声，回点大声。
Andrew, come on. See? Place not lump now. Bloody lovely. Shay. Shay.
Guy is 5,000 miles from Grimsby, but is starting to feel at home.
Hello. Ni hao.
Even the locals who've never seen foreigners before take him to their hearts.
I think you've got a lovely kitten.
我叫许金晓。
Sure. I'm Guy. Lovely to meet you. She'd never met a Westerner before, and she says we're all the same.
英国人嘛，是我们来那些人嘛哈，
No, we're not. No, from England.
是一样嘛，说话
We do.
懂不到。
Nose, eyes, ears, mouth, hair. And she was dead pleased to see us. Ni hao.
我们这辈子都没回家过你们那些外外的记者啊。
Shay. We felt very welcome. Yeah, I was dead happy with that. That's great. The next thing we know, the local authorities were there, asking, have you got the right paperwork? Have you got this paperwork? Is this right? Is that right? You know, they wasn't very happy at all with us being there. We haven't got a zoo, have we? Zoo's not here. We might have to do a bit of covert operations in the future if we don't get frog marched out of the country.
A few swipes on the sat-nav
Spot on, mate.
sends Guy 250 miles further downstream. Having seen all the newly built cities, he's now going to find out how China powers them. It brings him to Yichang, where 2 million visitors a year come to see one of the great wonders of the industrial world. It cost £30 billion and was the biggest construction project ever undertaken. It took 250,000 workers, 18 years to build. It's the Three Gorges Dam, the world's largest power station.
This is bloody impressive. Like the Chinese are saying, this is the greatest engineering feat since the Great Wall of China, eh? And I can't believe them. I've had to write the numbers on the back of my hand because there's a lot of big numbers. It's 1.4 miles wide, right? It's holding back 400 miles worth of water. But to be able to get that 400 miles, you needed to flood 13 cities, 140 towns, 1,350 villages. That's 1.3 million folk.
It took 6 years to flood the reservoir. Houses, schools, factories and tower blocks were completely submerged. 4 farmers who protested and a journalist who was critical were imprisoned. This epic undertaking was carried out without any form of public debate. The benefits of hydroelectric power were simply deemed to outweigh the costs.
We're not having to burn fossil fuels, are we? We're not having to wait for the bloody cloud to clear to create a bit of solar energy. This is something for nothing.
Building a 40-story skyscraper, more than a mile wide, across one of the world's fiercest rivers, was hugely challenging.
How many people died making the dam?
Yeah, sorry. I don't know much about this project.
Okay.
In fact, more than 100 workers died building the dam in the fast-flowing Yangtze River, which took 400 dumper trucks dropping off 100,000 loads of rock to block it. Then the world's biggest cranes moved into action. With a cabin above the clouds, they poured concrete for 8 years. Ships still needed to navigate the river, so 6 more years were then spent blasting rock to create a channel for the world's biggest locks, which have recently been complemented by this.
The world's biggest boat lift.
While it takes 4 hours for a ship to pass through the locks, taking the lift is just 40 minutes.
All right. I even zoomed in for that.
The Three Gorges Dam is one of China's most heavily guarded installations.
Ni hao.
This half-mile concrete bunker is the heart of the operation. Vast turbines are installed beneath the floor, harnessing the power of Asia's longest river to spin 32 electricity generators and create an inexhaustible supply of power.
It generates 22,500 megawatts of power. That'll power 2 and a bit Londons, just this one power station. I'd rather come here than down the pub. Hey, I won't be here. This is the biggest power station in the world. Right, what's happening? Yeah, we're here, aren't we? I always want to get stuck in. I want to have a go at something. Anything, really. But they're not trusting me, because I'm not qualified. They said, no, I can press 2 buttons. That's what I can do. So I'm gonna press that one, I'm gonna press that. Oh, right, look at that. That's a bit like a James Bond thing, isn't it? Can I have a look? Can I have a look? Bloody hell. Got a cup of tea on. Hey, just like anywhere. Started building it in 1994, and it was fully operational, like all 32 turbines working, come 2012, and it paid for itself by 2013. So that's not bad going, not a bad investment. Hey? Never mind 13 cities, 140 towns, 1,350 villages being underwater, but hey. Hang on. I think I'm flattening the battery. I'll give over before I knacker something else. If we fuse the biggest power station in the world, I'd be popular, wouldn't I?
No visit to the Three Gorges Dam is complete without stopping off at the Open Air Museum.
I haven't got a ticket. You got a ticket? Thank you. Cheers, love. Cheers.
There's only one exhibit that people want to see.
She's got a flat wheel. No need to worry, it's only flat at the bottom.
The diggers that helped excavate the dam.
B12, I think that is.
But as much as Guy would like to stay, he has one last destination to visit at the end of the Yangtze.
Ni hao.
Yes.
Good lass.
800 miles east of the Three Gorges Dam is China's biggest city, Shanghai. As usual, Guy wants to avoid the tourist haunts. So he leaves his translator behind, gives his government minder the slip, and walks round the side streets to experience the real China.
Go on, let's have a mooch round. You see us, the numbers are going out. Oh yeah, public clothes hanging, you see that? Yeah, I think there's not a lot of space here, especially so folk are hanging all the washing out. And look, no one's padlocked the breeches to the washing line, have they? Have they? Yeah, bamboo scaffolding. You see that? Have a look. Yeah, it will be lighter, won't it? Hey, it's doing the job. You see, if you want to go down these alleys, the security boys in the end. Ni hao. We'll see if we can get down. We'll see if we can get down. Ni hao. Oh. We got past the security guard. Just the same, I'm James Bond, just the same. Hang on, here we are. Ni hao.
Ni hao.
Ni hao. Oh, you're all right, love. Ni hao. Good man. Hey, smiling, happy. That's probably someone's piss and shit dripping on your head. I don't think we was meant to see any of that. But that's great, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. You've been on the back streets of Grimsby. Fully laden. But you need LV boards on that, mate. Don't you? LV, long vehicle. Come on, Vehiculu Longo. Come on. Man down, come on. It's older, mate. Tighter. Get down here, mate. Get down here, mate. Not a lot of precision going on there, mate. That's all right. The numbers are still going, boy. Electric bike on charge, you see there? I'd like to think that's a hooky supply. They just plugged into someone, eh? Mark 5 transits, come on. Not allowed to film police vehicles, so we'll walk away. It's just like, it's like India, you've gone like that, with the volume on, isn't it? And a bit cleaner, Very clean. Ni hao. Making a cracking job, lass. You're like me granddad. He used to make his own sweeping brushes. Come on, move it down. Ni hao. Ni hao. Ni hao. Okay. She put a thumbs up.
Guy's first week in China is almost at an end, and he saved the best until last.
I could not be any more excited.
Guy Martin's in Shanghai. Having seen how China has become the world's biggest manufacturer, he's now off to see the piece of infrastructure that makes it the world's biggest exporter.
This is it. You wouldn't want to go anywhere else.
He's on the world's longest sea bridge. It stretches for 20 miles.
Oh, you could read about it, you could see pictures and all that, but yeah, it doesn't do it justice. You need to see it out with your own eyes.
He arrives at Yangshan,
Look at them bloody containers. Look at the amount of them.
the island that is a port. This is the Shanghai port, the busiest in the world. It's the supersized facility that makes China's record-breaking international trade possible.
I could not be any more excited. I couldn't be any more excited. Look at it, look at the bloody size of that. It's the biggest container dock in the world. Look at him. Just, it blows your bloody mind, doesn't it? Like, for example, like the biggest dock in the UK, Felixstowe, at 13 square miles. That's a bloody fair size, 13 square miles. Here we are, Shanghai, 1,400 square miles. 1,400 square miles. That's another level. I love me docks. As far as the eye can see, and genuinely, as far as the eye can see, it is containers. You mean the camera can see as far as my eye, I suppose, can it? You can do that zooming in gubbins, can't you? But still, it's a bloody long way up there. Yeah, 125 berths.
The berths are where each ship docks. Almost every product in the world is transported by one of 6,000 container ships like this, measuring the length of 3 football pitches and 10 stories high. Their huge capacity makes shipping cheap. It costs about a penny to transport a can of beer, and it's more cost-effective to send Scottish cod to China to be filleted before returning to be sold in British supermarkets.
You see these containers? There's one of these leaving this port every second. That's like 30 odd million a year.
Despite the massive volumes involved, the port's relative calm illustrates how China's growth is born not from the rate of work, but simply the country's sheer scale.
There's no breakneck speed anywhere, is there? I just thought before we came over here, they must work 25 hours a day. But you come over here and you think, oh no. Many hands make light work. One pair of hands, you do a bit of work. 2 pairs of hands, you do a bit more work. We've got 1.4 billion pairs of hands. That's a lot of work. And that's why this country's moving so fast. Anyway, we've got a scooter to export. What was she called? Pantera S1 environment. Come on, we'll get cracking.
Guy heads for one of the logistics companies that parcels up the products from China's factories before shipping them to the rest of the world.
She's a bit breezy, mate.
Guy and his crew are shipping the beloved Pantera e-bike back home.
You reckon? Something like that. You think it'd be a bloody shame to leave it in China? I don't know, it's got a bit of me in it. Look at that, no messing about.
And he'll be sending it back in one of the most important boxes in the world. 40 feet of corrugated steel that revolutionized global trade.
Yeah, we all know the shipping containers. Oh, it was designed in America in 1956. 90% of them are made in China. It's the way to transport stuff, whatever you want, really. I mean, you could transport cars in them, you could transport loo rolls in them, you could transport computer goods in them, keeps them dry, keeps them safe. Before that, you had stuff strapped to pallets, dockers carrying them on and off boats. Not very efficient, not very safe. Standardised the whole form of global transportation, really. So you're in Grimsby then, are we? First bit of exporting, yeah? Yeah.
Guy's first week in China has been a success, all capped off with a diplomatic breakthrough over a shared love of a Chinese icon.
Yeah.
Look at.
Big panda.
In a cot.
Cot.
We all like pandas, don't we? Oh, like pandas. Look at them.
Yeah, yeah.
Look at all of them.
Eating a bamboo.
Is that you? That's you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Thank you. Cheers, Mr. Zoo. Thank you.
Guy's 1,700-mile journey ends at a place that started life as a 19th century British settlement. Shanghai's famous Bund waterfront.
Yeah, end of the first week, we're making good headway. I'm hoping we're painting a bit of a picture of real China. We're still a little bit on edge in a few things. Mr. Zoo didn't want us filming this, didn't want us filming that, and he just sort of put the pressure on a bit. And then, like, this afternoon, he's showing us panda selfies on his phone. Yeah, like, yeah, he's on side. Anyway, a few days ago, it was looking like we was going to get turfed out of the country. But I'm taking to it. I like it, and I want to find out a bit more.